This video is a little bit of an odd one, and I'm posting it because it is fun to watch, but it's something that I wouldn't post under normal circumstances for a reason you're going to find out real quick. The reason why I decided to share it is because not only is it kind of funny, but it's a very good example as to why everyone needs to have the same mods installed whenever you play games together. Cosmetics aside, of course. Otherwise, some very weird and unfortunate things will happen, and it will ruin hunts. I don't know how much I want to spoil, but I will say that we did complete the hunt. We didn't necessarily complete it at the same time as one another, but we did ultimately all complete the hunt. So, you know. But I'll let you enjoy. I just want to point out that any of the lag that you're seeing during this recording isn't actually the recording lagging. It's the game freezing because of the mod conflict. The host of this session had a weapon mod that changed the way that their weapon functioned that none of us had installed. And so it caused periodic freezing that gradually got worse as the hunt went on. And it just got worse and worse and worse until... Now we're at the point where the game just totally freaks out and sends us to separate instances, but somehow we still all stay in the same lobby, and it takes quite a while for the game to even realize what it wants to do with us. I was actually really surprised that it didn't kick us all to single player instances or into separate lobbies altogether. We were all, like, we could still see, there's another person in the lobby with us posting quests, we could still see it. And we were all still able to join quests together without rejoining the session afterwards. But it just threw us into separate hunts mid-hunt. But I'm not going to skip. I'm going to leave this here so you can see just how long it took the game to think about what was going on and figure it out. But again, this is another... Just don't use mods. That not everybody has installed. Make sure everyone's on the same page. Not just stories. Stories will just make people crash outright. You wouldn't even get this far. But, you know, weapon mods that change the way stuff works, you gotta be really careful. There might be a couple, like, niche ones that are able to work. But, for the most part, if you're changing the functionality of weapons, the maps, AI, anything like that, everyone needs to have that stuff installed. Otherwise, you're going to cause everything to break and just ruin the situation. This is actually the best case scenario whenever you have a mod conflict in an online hunt, actually. This is probably the best that it could have gone in a scenario like this. I hope that you enjoyed watching this odd video. It was a little different than usual. We did this hunt because we were trying to help the host beat the story quest and capture Barioth. I don't think he actually ended up getting to capture it, unfortunately, because he ran out of traps. But he did end up beating the quest, at least. And, the rest of us ended up capturing it separately in our own instances. So he at least beat the quest, even if he didn't get to capture it like he wanted. But yeah. Don't use mods with people who don't have them installed. Thank you. Like, subscribe. Bye.